copy. I'm rocky, leave his eyes all glossy, but in the end zone is where you can spot when I touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Whenever I touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Whenever I touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Whenever I touchdown, touchdown, touchdown.
It's week 13 of the National Football League. We'll see the dynamic Justin Fields as he's moved past 3,000 yards passing for the year and looking for more. It's the Panthers and the Saints next on Madden Football.
Well, it is just the perfect time of year for a trip to the Carolina. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here come the Saints for their opening drive. And they'll be led out by a former starter, of course, for the Panthers back in 2019. It's Teddy Bridgewater. This is caught by his tight end, Logan Thomas. Now a timeout here, at least for the moment. Looks like one of the Saints is injured, shaken up on that last play. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. And right side, they're going to go option here. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 14 yards that time and a first down on the keeper. And this, I mean, it's certainly something to watch out for. He is not afraid to call his own number on plays like that. And here he takes it for good yardage.
And we know this defense prepared all week for this, but sometimes when you...
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And he will bring this one back. It's a big six for a Panther touchdown. So a big defensive play there on the opening drive, no less, as they make the interception and bring it back for the score.
And I think that's a signal for how this defense wants to play. They want to be disruptive, and you know they're going to take some chances.
Well, sometimes it can burn you, but right there, it paid off. Lutz with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. New Orleans Saints, they get ready to set up shop for their second drive. In the midst of, well, let's just say a not-so-rosy losing streak. They've got the open week, though, coming up next weekend, so you have to figure this to be a game that they dearly love to have.
Oh, indeed. They have to have this one because that's something positive to take with you when you go away for a few days, and it actually releases your mind. If they lose this one, that mind stays cluttered the entire time they're away, and they've got to scramble to get back in sync when they start playing again.
A second down throw for Bridgewater. Looking for Landry, and it's intercepted. Picked off by J.C. Horn. And the Panthers are going to take possession of the football.
And that's what we've seen from this defense all year long because they've been so good at finding ways to take the football away. And they just gave us another example right here. A strong defense, that's something you're going to need to rely on come playoff time. And this crew has got one. There's no doubt about that, Brandon.
Oh, that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line. Give him 18. It's a Carolina first down. A play fake. Now Fields to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they'll work this down inside the 30. These two teams, you might recall, met up back in September in Week 3. And it was the visiting Panthers who came away with the victory in that one. So now they look to take the season series here at home in Charlotte. Throwing again on second down. Fields. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on third down. And here's a handoff out of the gun. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. They snap it to Fields. And this is caught. He hits more. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal.
What an excellent end result for them. But let's go back to the decision, first of all, to go for it all on 4th down. A lot of pressure on the quarterback's shoulders, but they knew he could handle it. Makes the right read there.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. A great play there. His 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Panthers have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. What's good on the extra point. And that'll make the score 14-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Been a nightmare of a first quarter for him. 2 interceptions, 1 return for a touchdown. As he starts again here, 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Well, this defense for the Panthers, they were terrific a week ago in that victory over Tampa Bay, Charles.
And that's not the half of it. They forced 7 turnovers in that game, and I know we always talk about turnovers coming in bunches once you force the first one. But 7? That seems almost impossible, but we watched it happen.
And from the 25, they worked this to the 29, a gain of 4.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Inside handoff to Mixon. And some room to roam now. And he's going to be shoved out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 55 rushing yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. Terrific run from one of the fastest backs in the game today. A guy who keeps defensive coordinators up at night, no doubt.
Remember when we were meeting with the D coordinator before the game and all he talked about was run fits, making sure our guys were in the right place so there were no creases?
They missed their fits, didn't they?
Yeah, there was no fit there. The only fit was at the end when he threw his headset down after that big run.
Brian Burns, the one to bring him down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10 step to the 11.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
7th play of the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8. Bridgewater. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a hole. So here's Greg Zuerlein now as he'll try for the field goal. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. Zuerlein's kick is up and through. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So that kick gives them their first points of the game, CD. And it comes on the 3rd drive, but hopefully for them that's a spark that gets that offense going.
Yeah, and I would say if you're the offensive play caller, as you look at your sheet, you're trying to find that part on there that unlocks bigger points. They've struggled with a few drives so far. Finally got 3 out of it. How do you find the end zone? That's what he's searching for now.
So back-to-back games here of great production and just, you know, his cuts. They're so quick last week and this week.
That comes from confidence, I think. He understands what the defense is trying to do, but I think he has so much belief in his offensive line that he's just saying, the block's going to be there. I'm not worried about it. And we saw that last week. In fact, they were so good last week on the flight home. I actually plugged in the game and watched the offensive line play one more time. I was so impressed by them. And they're carrying it over to this week. And, of course, when you got big-time runner behind them, that's a pretty good combination.
Doesn't hurt. Finding room in midfield. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. It's a 5-yard pickup that time on what will wind up being the final play of this first quarter. Second quarter now from Charlotte, and it's the Panthers with the football as they are looking at a 2nd and 5 situation. Now Fields. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Fields now to throw. Able to hook up with Williams here on the out route. Touchdown! Jamison Williams with touchdown number 12 on the year. As his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Lutz with the extra point. And the lead is up to 18 now. A drive there of just 4 plays. And it was Jamison Williams wrapping things up with a touchdown. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The New Orleans offense set to take over. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
On 2nd down, here's Mixon. And they'll get to him quickly here as he'll get a yard, just a yard to the 22. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, Bridgewater. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by J.C. Horn. And the Panthers are going to take possession of the football. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he throws.
And he'll be brought down at the 27.
That was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
Off play action, Fields. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. The CD, this offense at 11-0 now on the year. A few weeks ago, I remember asking you what kind of percentage chance that you thought they had at staying unbeaten the entire season. I think you said 25%. I'd imagine that number probably grown since then.
I would agree with you, and I'm going to actually bump it up to closer to 50.
And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Noah Fant, 27 yards. And the Panthers are able to add on to their first half lead. Lutz good on the extra point, and a rout is on here in this first half. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And it's Noah Fant who caps things off with the touchdown. This will be fielded inside the 5. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Teddy Bridgewater and the offense back onto the field. He was intercepted on that last drive, the 3rd one he's thrown in this first half alone. And they'll look to right the ship here, 1st and 10. 4 minutes to play here in quarter number 2. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Here's Bridgewater. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. 3rd and long now after the sack. And we'll see if Bridgewater has a response. He'll look to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by J.C. Horn. And the Panthers are going to take possession of the football. Play action. It's Fields. In trouble, and he's taken down. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Another try after the first down sack. Fields. And that's going to be caught downfield by Fant. Touchdown, Panthers. Noah Fant with his 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd of the game. And the Panthers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Lutz with the extra point. And the rout is on here in this first half. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This one fielded at the 5. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And a terrific return as they finally do stop him, but not before he's inside the 15.
And that's the type of return that puts a tremendous amount of pressure on the defense now. They've got to go out on the field almost like it's a sudden change, almost like it's a turnover. They've got to go out there and try and stop them. But, boy, what a tough spot they're in.
And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in 2nd and long yardage.
On 2nd and 12, Bridgewater escaping the pressure right. He's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Darnell Mooney, a 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Saints get a bit closer. Zerline connects on the extra point. And that will cut this lead down to 25. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And onto the field, here come the Panthers. Well, everything right now that they touch on this side of the football, it seems to turn to gold. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. That lead continues to grow. And, I mean, if they can get points here, Charles, might almost be an insurmountable comeback. He's got a man, complete. Touchdown, Carolina! Boy, Charles, this offense is just so explosive. They lead the league in scoring, and another example of just how good they are right there on that play.
Yeah, we often overstate about how explosive teams are, but this team is truly a threat to score on every snap, especially on the first few plays of any series. And a big strike like that only adds to their reputation as the league's best offense.
The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they got them pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play the same tempo, the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
But he certainly didn't like when he saw it all from the coverage on his primary reads, and he didn't even have any luck trying to get back to his safety valve. Give defense a credit. Coverage was in lockdown mode everywhere.
And he's got the hook up to Landry. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. First down, Bridgewater. And this one is incomplete.
Nice progress down the field, was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Throwing again, Bridgewater on 2nd and 10. And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here.
All right, help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
And that will be incomplete. So on trots the field goal unit, and wow, this is going to be a challenge here. This was the old NFL record distance for decades, a 63-yard attempt. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice, an ambitious effort, but it's well short. And they will remain well behind.
And now 2 problems as I see it. First, you missed the kick, which granted was a long one. But second, you set the other guys up a great field position and enough time to maybe get downfield and get a field goal attempt of their own.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. Oh, he's hit. He lost the football. Put it on the carpet. And this is picked up by the Saints. A lot of talk this week. And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. One play action. Fields. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far. But on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
That is taken in by the tight end Fant. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he's going to go down in the field of play. So they say no to the field goal try. And time has run out on this first half. Past the halfway point of the season and now past the halfway point of this game. We skip halftime and get right back to the action. Set to begin the third quarter. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. There's DJ Moore as he and the rest of the offense head back out there. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this? But it's usually not by himself, is it? Right. Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. To the right side, and he's got more complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A gain there of 21 yards.
Well, I certainly don't want to pile on, but this defense has just not been up to the challenge in this game, and this continues as we see here. Coverage, not been very good, soft in spots. And there's an easy throw and catch for another first down.
And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
From just shy of midfield, Fields toward the sideline, and look at that catch. between the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A really nice gain of 25 yards. On first down, Fields. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. He's been a one-man wrecking crew these last couple of plays. This time 18 more and a first down. Throwing again is Fields. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. From 6 yards away. And the Panthers take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Let's get on the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Takes it at the 7. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. Now the attention turns to the Saints offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. Mixon gets the nod to start the drive. And some room to maneuver. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. 77 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10, right at the 40. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Well, partner, they've certainly played up to their top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
Mixing up the middle. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for third down. Throwing, Bridgewater. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a fourth down situation.
Nice call on defense, rolling out the nickel package for that big third down play. And he did an excellent job locking down coverage and forcing him to try and run for it. And he doesn't get there, which brings up a big fourth down call.
Zuerlein's kick is up and through. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. I'm kind of surprised by that they kicked the field goal. I guess you get some points, but this deficit third quarter, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't either. Yeah, I'm with you on that one. When you're down that much, kicking a field goal, does it feel a little bit maybe waving the white flag? You just want to get out of here? Yeah, I think you got to go ahead and try and get some bigger points on the board.
Possession of the football goes over to Carolina. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he's got some space here. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That one's good for 35 yards on the ground and a first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. That goes for a gain of 31. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's first and goal just outside the 5. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. And we're back now in Charlotte. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. They'll try to run this one in. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. Only a yard there, so it brings up fourth and goal. He handed it off there, but I don't really know if he would have kept it or tried to do anything else if it would have mattered.
Yeah, it's not always a wrong read when a play gets stacked up. Sometimes they're just at the line.
And he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. A great effort there. His 25th touchdown. Tying Emmitt Smith for the 5th most in one season. And the Panthers add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The New Orleans offense set to take over. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter. Bridgewater now looking to throw on first. Thomas brings it in. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Here's Bridgewater. Steps away. And now here's another interception. Dante Jackson picks it. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown. Wants to look to add the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one, though probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it, and it's second down. Throwing is Bridgewater. There's Chris Olave. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there. Now Bridgewater. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Bridgewater. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders. 3rd and long now after the sack. And we'll see if Bridgewater has a response. He'll look to throw. And my goodness, another interception. Dante Jackson picks it. And the Panthers are going to take possession of the football. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And guys, you look up at the scoreboard, they just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter. Play fake, now Fields to throw. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Fields. And pass caught. It's Williams. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there. There's absolutely been no stopping this offense today. They already have the big lead, obviously. Here in the fourth quarter, they could coast to the end, but right now they're not passing up any chances to put up some garbage time yardage.
And, partner, why would they? Because who knows the next time you'll be playing as well as you have today. When you're in that zone, you go ahead and take full advantage of it. You don't worry about your opponent. You just worry about what you're doing.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
And he'll be out of bounds. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
There's a beautiful throw there, and he's been sensational the entire game, moving it around, spreading it, hitting the right guys. And look, under normal situations, partner, I would expect him to come out of...
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Wants to try to add the PAT. Now, this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So the drive there took 6 plays. And the end result, a Panthers touchdown. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now the Saints, they trot their offense out here. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss. Bridgewater's throw caught by Olave. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 1st down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards. Bridgewater. Flushed out right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up 2nd down. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. Now on 2nd and 16. Bridgewater looking sideline, incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
As Sanchez on to punt here as he sends this one away. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And it will be the Panthers' ball, 1st and 10. Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate, but we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way that this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. That one looks like he'll throw here. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. They have been unstoppable this afternoon, Charles. They just went after them from the start, and pass plays like we just saw. They're continuing their dominance here despite the big lead in the fourth quarter.
And that they have in every way. And plays like that across all phases of the game, they've just been effortless for them in this one. And that's what's helped them build such a large lead and allowed them to smile as this game continues.
And he will find his man on the outside. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
Partner, I know we're still in the afternoon slate here. Some primetime games still on the docket, but it's going to be tough to top this effort. What an offensive performance we have seen. They have been unstoppable from the moment we began this game, and they're not holding back. They're still throwing the football here in the fourth.
They certainly are, and let me tell you something. If you're old school, you don't like this at all. But in today's football, you just go ahead and savor it. Watch a team execute at a high level. Doesn't matter what the scoreboard says.
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Another touchdown here in the fourth quarter. And, Charles, I think we can start to consider that this undefeated streak of theirs is going to be safe for another week.
And, partner, you don't make it this far into a season without a loss unless you're getting contributions from both sides of the ball and sometimes even your special teams. And that's been true today. Each side helping guide them to this late lead.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
The New Orleans offense set to take over. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. One last shot now for Bridgewater. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Roughing the passer. Defense.
So roughing the passer, and they get the safety there.
And this is one I think where the safeties usually got to come a long way. So sometimes it's tough for them to slow down that momentum. That's going to draw the flag more times than not.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is dropped and incomplete. Well, there's a metaphor for how this one is gone. As time has run out on this ball game.